The little GoPro.
Yeah. Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday, Technique Tuesday, the 24th of November. My God, where has this month gone? Beautiful day in Reno, and I haven't even looked at the weather.
50 degrees.
52 degrees. Hard to believe I was skiing POW on
I've never seen Patrick ski.
What?
Because
You've seen me ski on
I've
many occasions.
never really seen him ski because I can't ski what he skis, or I can't even go where he goes to ski. I've seen him like come down like a groomer. I always go.
You used to take that lift when we were skiing in South Lake, where you were like, all right, like go ski that thing and I'll be on the lift, and we would time it so that you could see me ski it.
And I always ask him, did you ski sexy? And he always says yes.
And I always ski sexy. So anyways, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I've never been able to ski with the kids either because they immediately...
You skied with them for a very short period of time. There was like a 2-month period of time when they were 4.
Because I learned to ski when I was 40, and I'm not very good.
Sometimes she calls me yelling. She's like, you need to come get me. And I'm like, what is going on? She's like, I'm on something that's too steep. You need to come get me. I'm like, how did you get there? She's
He
like,
took me. He told me to go there.
I was on, no, I didn't tell you to go down anything. I said go down the road. I said go down the road.
They took me, this is a real story. They took me, we went to Snowbird. I hadn't skied in like 2 years. So they take me to this run. They're like, that'll be good for you. And
it was a road.
Well, as soon as I
Violet was laughing because she like
as I got off
started
the lift,
screaming.
I lost control slowly. I lost control slowly.
It was the world's slowest car accident.
I was on my butt, like unable to stop, but I got on my butt and I skied. I went underneath the rope into
Violet said she was screaming like.
That's a lie. I would not. I was probably like, ah! I was not screaming.
She was doing exactly that.
Yes. And I went under the rope, into the terrain park, and into the jump. Not going up and over the jump, but the side of the side of the jump. And then I couldn't get down the hill. And of course, I was mad at him. I should have gone like on a green just to get my legs under me, and then
there was a green way. So I got back to her and I was like, well, so she calls and she's like, you better come get me, and da-da-da. And then I'm like, well, how did you get there? And she's like, I was on this road and it was a green, and I'm like, no, how far away is it? And she goes, it's, I don't know, 50, 60 feet. And I go, take off your skis and walk back up to the road. And it was like, ding, light bulb, okay. And then I called Violet, and Violet was on the chairlift going back up because she just
I told
kept
Violet
skiing.
to do reconnaissance to make
she
sure,
just kept
find me
skiing
the easiest way
to
down.
find her a way down. And when I called Violet, Violet was just laughing about her skiing into the side of the jump.
Yeah.
So anyways, we skied down the road and everything was fine. And then we had a very nice on-mountain lunch.
Yeah, I think I was done skiing that day.
And then Jeannie was like, I'm done, I'm tired.
I'd rather sew. But I had no sewing machine. Did I bring a sewing machine? I didn't bring one. That was Utah.
That was Utah.
And I was like, I'm going to the Sundance Outlet. I'll see you later.
She did. She went to the Sundance Outlet for an entire day.
Because I love touching everything.
I always used to say that when I shopped with Jeannie, I hated it because she had to touch everything in the store before she left.
Is my shirt on backwards? I put this
Is
on
it?
in the dark. Yeah.
So remember
I'm gonna go
remember
off
your
screen
comment.
for a minute.
Remember your comment yesterday about not touching your face.
Today, are we?
Oh my God. Okay. Wait, let me get. Can I go like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So every once in a while, Patrick and I will watch back one of our live feeds.
I
And
watch
so-
a lot of them just to see because I can't even remember what we said.
We're like, duh. We're so tired. Okay, so I was watching it and I'm like,
We were laughing pretty hard.
I'm like, I'm so hyperactive. It's well, that's one of my hobbies, touching my face. So today I promised myself I was not going to move as much.
How's that working out for you?
Well, now that I reminded myself, I'm like, they must get anxiety just watching me like move so much. I'm like, I can't, and I was just about to do it. I can't stop touching my face. How's this? Is this better, ladies? Do you feel
Are
a
you
sense of...
trying really hard?
Yeah, and Patrick just sits there. He's so calm.
I don't know
And-
about that. I touch my face too sometimes.
No, you didn't touch your face at all, and you just sat there. How's this? Is better, ladies? Is this more calm? You must be like, it must be manic watching me.
Well, then you're always reading through the bottom of your glasses. You're like,
Because I can't see anything. All right, I have a class this morning. I have a Surgery 2 class, so I'm going to say my piece, and I'm going to be out of here.
that's funny.
I did want to say, do we have a...
that looks like
Oh.
Lone Peak Cirque.
What?
Oh, so is that up there? Is that
Yeah,
the earliest?
I'm putting it up right now.
What's the
yeah.
date?
Unless we did it the same day as your paper piece.
Don't do that.
Paper piece is not up yet. That might not be up. Let's
So do you
put that
want
in
me to
place
switch
of
it?
that.
Okay, so that would be
Switch
the
it.
8th at the same time.
The 8th. Okay. Placemats. The class is going up. It's going to be on the 8th
Mm-hmm.
of, because I want you to be able to get some of your, I was about to touch my face.
Remember at the
I'm
beginning of
calm.
COVID, we were like, stop touching your face. Stop. And then we just gave up.
Because I love it. I love to touch my chin. I bite on my fingers. Like, I like to do all the things that,
Are you orally fixated?
yes, Sigmund Freud, I am. So, I'm going to move slowly. And then I was watching it. I do that. I'm like this. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I did.
She's had coffee, which is a new
Aren't
thing.
these
I
so
think she's
beautiful?
over-caffeinated.
I cannot wait to finish these and have them on my dining room table and I did mine in colors that these are going to be up for the whole holiday season and into January. I thought they're wintry. So this class is up for the 8th. So it's up for December 8th. And you are going to need, there are a couple of things. So I didn't finish my supply list, so I'll do that today. But you're going to need, there's a pre-packaged thing of batting that you're going to need to do this. And I'm doing it with a jelly roll. You can cut 2.5-inch strips. But why do that? Why find 8 coordinating fabrics when you can just buy a jelly roll and everything's cut and coordinated for you? So if you need a jelly roll, I am going to be ordering those today. And I'll put that on the website. But the one I'm going to get is Merry and Bright. Is it Merry and Bright? No, Whisk-U. I know we've been using Whisk-U and Merry Christmas for so much stuff, but I know I can get those. So that's why they're going to go up. And I want to say it's $44 for the jelly roll, and you will need a backing fabric. But we'll do 20% off for a class discount too. So I'll put those up there if you want to get that. And I need to order those today so we can get those in time. Will I get those in time? What's the date today? I should.
24th.
I'll tell them to ship it immediately. So, and I want to let you know, we sold out of the
Fairy Frost.
the Fairy Frost, but everything's been reordered. Everything was in stock. So I think I should have everything towards the end of this week. So this has all been reordered.
So, for those of you who have been waiting so patiently for some of our brother ordered items, I made huge and significant progress yesterday between back orders, misorders, and the like. So, I mean, you know, the discovery of the damaged shipment was a big part of us figuring out what was going on with our orders.
Did they ship the foil kits?
That I need to look and see. I think you asked me that yesterday, and I think I said yes. But no, they hadn't shipped yet. Remember? They were supposed to ship on the 12th, but they hadn't shipped.
Okay, so they sent us shipping confirmation on the 12th, but
they never sent us ship confirmation. On the back orders, it said they were to have shipped on the 12th. So, long story short, we've done a lot of tracking and tracing and figuring out where orders are or aren't. And I mean, the reality is there's a decent number of back orders. It does sound like those back orders should be complete and fulfilled.
What about our playbooks?
The playbooks, I think, actually shipped. Not all of our ordered playbooks, but I think like 8 or 14 of them or something like that. I could look. But I probably spent an hour with our brother rep yesterday looking at things, tracking things down. And so we haven't forgotten about you. We appreciate your patience. We worked a lot yesterday to kind of nail that stuff down.
I just don't understand why we can't have a better process.
It's not our process, it's brothers. So in any case, we have a better understanding of where those things are, and we're going to be. I understand that, but I mean, we are where we are, and that's unfortunate. But so we'll be giving you guys updates. We're paying very close attention to it, and yeah, this has been an ongoing discussion with brother for a number of weeks now. So, is there going to be a supply list for the class if we want to cut our own fabrics? I have so much fabric in my stash I would like to use. Yes,
absolutely. You do not have to get a jelly roll. You can, you do want to take this class. It's so much fun. And I had so many other things that I was doing, but then when I had time in between, I'd sit down and like do a placemat. And
is this going to be up
easy
today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so it'll be up shortly.
Shauna's doing it right now, and
what's this?
Almost done. I just have to put on my binding.
So the Merry and Bright is done. It'll be uploaded to YouTube today in the next 24 hours.
We finished it this morning.
I will get, for those of you who bought the kit with the class included, I will get those emails out to you. It's a little over, I haven't looked at the final time, but I think it's a 5 or 6 hour video.
Well, because I mean, you might have to fast forward through stuff because
everything
I just sit and do the project.
Yeah, everything is time stamped, and she does what? You do one strip of tiles.
One strip of embroidery.
Yeah,
that's all that's on there.
So all the embroidery isn't on there. It would be hours and hours and hours, but the assembly, the layering, the quilting, all that stuff is there. So you guys will get that in the next 24 hours.
Okay.
So what's that?
This is Enchanted Santa. It's unbelievable.
So
the digitizing is just.
OESD is on fire right now. Their work.
No,
is...
they've always been on.
I'm just saying their work is just gorgeous.
I think Patrick's saying they're on fire because he hasn't been introduced to them before. Miss Pam Johnson, your upgrade is here. So I finished stitching it. I have to put the binding on. I'm gonna try not be so crazy with showing it to you. I feel like you need to see it up close. Like, look at those pine cones. I just love those pine cones. Here's Mr. Santa's face. Isn't he so handsome? Look at that good-looking guy. The tassel on his, look at the tassel with the mix of like metallic, and so I just love it. I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. So this is a labor of love. I mean, I did it on my multi-needle, and I'd have to say it took me a week, right? So, and that's me like setting it up, coming to work, setting it up, running upstairs to hang out with the dog, coming downstairs, setting it up.
How much less do we get done with Momo in the house?
We get a lot less done. You thought I was unproductive before, like, even...
You have no idea how productive she actually is.
I can be really productive. I was really... it's hard getting stuff done. But it's so... It's gorgeous. So I'll have it here in the store. I'll take it home and bind it. I filmed everything. So
Elle, welcome. Elle... so what we've been doing with things like the tiling scenes, this is everything's been videoed.
It's gonna be a dress, so I'm just gonna tie it and put buttons in the back. I'll just leave it, and then I'll just tie it. Patrick will like it.
And then nothing
straps and nothing.
It'll be like a hospital gown.
It'll be a hospital gown, yeah.
So Elle, what we've been doing with these is video classes. So if you like the design, if you like and you want to do it and you want to be exposed to the techniques and you know what is used, then it is put together as a class.
Because it's probably like you're, and I don't want you to get... Is
this going to be another like 12 or 15 hour video?
I don't know. I can't remember. But I don't want you to get stressed out and go, oh my God, I got to get it and finish it for this Christmas. Like, you get it and just take your time and enjoy the process. But this one it's beautiful. And I mean, if you look at the detail, look at hey, look at his lantern. I love his lantern. And his hands. And like... It doesn't really go, but I just had it in my stash, so I just used it. But it's a Santa scene. It's cute, but you'll love it. And this will be like an heirloom. This is something you can pass down to the kids and, you know, share with everybody and hang it up for the holidays. And it's just amazing what you can do with stitches. I just can't even believe it. It's gorgeous. You'll love it.
The feathering in his beard and stuff is like pretty amazing.
Yeah, and where does his beard end and where does his coat begin? And it's really, really fantastic. And I think you'll love it. So it'll be
Elle, it'll probably take us, like she literally just finished it this weekend, and it'll take us a handful of days to edit and put the video together. And then it will be purchasable
it's gonna take
online.
us at least a week.
So probably
maybe next
weekend.
It's hard to
if you're watching the live stream, you'll see it. There may be some, given that it's the holiday weekend and kind of a big sale weekend too. It may be something that goes out via
I will be
email.
around though this weekend. I won't be in Phoenix for a soccer tournament. I did want to talk to you about a couple of things. Number one, if you have a Solaris or Luminaire, there's a new update.
That they can get this information online. Let's just let them know that they need to update.
Yeah, there's a new update, and it's going to be...
Okay.
It's going to be
She's
available...
Like, don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do. It'll be available tomorrow. It's update 3.06, and it's going to prove your LED pointer with what's W2? With the W plus foot. It's going to improve your background image scan, improve your pattern preview function, and it's going to adjust the foot height of embroidery foot when moving your embroidery frame. Does that mean it's going to be higher?
If you're like dragging it, it's going to lift it, or when it's moving,
is it going to make it higher?
Yeah.
You
so
think?
It doesn't like catch on the puffy stuff.
Which will be fantastic.
That's my stuff.
This is just Shauna's stuff. I had something else that I wanted to... I don't remember.
Welcome to the family,
What is
Elle.
wrong with my head?
She's lack of sleep and way too much work.
I need a brain transplant.
You can have some of mine. I don't know how good it is though.
I want to keep my brain. I want to improve it. So I had other things I wanted to talk to you about, but I don't remember. So maybe I will write them down tonight, and I can talk to you about them tomorrow.
Oh, you wanted to talk about the fact that we're not doing once again, with the numbers the way they are in Reno, we're not really planning like a major event for Black Friday.
Every day
we'd love
will be
to
Black
see you.
Friday.
Yeah, every day is Black Friday. We'll be previewing products, stuff like that. We're going to be doing some stuff as we get into December. But there are going to be a handful of sales.
So I have my fabric all laid out for that paper piecing tree, and I can't even tell you, I'm so excited to make it. But I needed to get this stuff done, and I have all my stuff is laid out for the freestanding gingerbread sugar chalet. Is that what it's called? The OESC project. So everything's set, everything's stabilized, videos started. I needed Michelle's help with programming because I always do, I don't know what you do on your 10 needles for those of you that have it. I always do manual color sequencing, but I know this is the perfect project to do anchoring my needles. So I'm going to learn that so I can teach it because I don't know it well enough to teach it, but Michelle is the expert. So she's going to teach me. And then, so the paper piecing, I'm thinking...
It's coming.
I'm thinking this week I'm going to start it. It might not be a get it done before Christmas because I don't want to stress myself out. I want to stress you out because I know you have a lot of things going on. This might be a Christmas in January kind of thing. Or I think everyone's around for Christmas. I don't think a lot of people are going to be going away. So maybe we'll do it over the holidays.
So you wanted to talk about, I think it was it 40% off all Kimberbell?
Patrick. Yeah, but we don't know when. Stop. Yeah.
I thought you told me
stop.
Oh.
Why don't we discuss this first? You know what it is? He can't keep a surprise. I don't know when.
I thought you were saying
just zip it.
I'm not saying anything else.
Okay, did you get my email? I did. You're sending us something, Marilyn? What are you sending us?
Is it a gift?
Is it a return? I did. I'll be going through my emails. I'll go through my emails today, and then we'll chat. Okay, I'm gonna go. I've got a class going on. Serger 2. I will see you tomorrow. And Shauna's gonna do Technique Tuesday, I think, with Michelle. Oh, I think the ladies are gonna do Technique Tuesday. Be creative, make something awesome. I will see you tomorrow.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
He's a leaky bucket.
I could have sworn you were talking to me about that this morning.
Yeah, but we need to figure it out.
Well, but then you were saying you were forgetting stuff. I don't know. Was supposed to arrive yesterday. So the store's closed on Mondays. It will probably arrive today.
Here we go.
Oh, we didn't even show him.
So, what is that?
That's going to be deal of the day.
Oh my God! So, Michelle actually showed this to us, and I was like, oh my God, like how amazing is that? So this is the Scan and Cut quilted mat tote, and let me just open this up so you can see how wonderful. It has so many pockets! And when Michelle brought it in, she had like this full of ribbon and a bunch of like extra tools. She had her embossing stuff in here. It has 2 different mat slots, so you could put all of your mats in here for your fabric mat, your low tack, your standard. I just love how absolutely functional it is, and it has the hooks.
Hangs on the back of the door.
Yes. So you don't have to have it like laid out like this. You could have it hanging, and then you can see all of your goodies displayed, and it keeps you organized.
Who doesn't need more of that?
Right, and what I really like about it too is even when it's like totally full, we could fill it up more than this. And it's still gonna zip up nice, and it has this crossover little latch that goes in. So
almost like a bike messenger bag.
Like a little bag. And your mats are gonna stay nice and flat. Whereas on the other ones, they would have to be kind of like rainbowed over the machine. And that's not terrible for it, but it is best if you keep them totally flat. And I think this is so perfect for storing and organizing. So it's on our website today at 25% off. So instead of $49.99, it's $37.50. This is a pretty good deal.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
So somebody asked, what days will we be closed for Thanksgiving? We're open today, normal hours, 10 to 4. We're open tomorrow till 2. And then closed Thursday, we reopen at normal hours, which is
Friday.
10 till 4, Friday and Saturday. So, Technique Tuesday, what are we doing?
So, I've been doing a lot of the Technique Tuesdays, but I only do embroidery and digitizing, so you're getting a whole lot of that. But today I'm going to show you a little bit of quilt embroidery. We're not going to quilt this right now on camera, but I'm going to show you how you can take a stamped image, bring that in and set it, and then I'm going to show you what I really wanted to focus on was the new distortion that they have for fills, because instead of just 3 options, there's now 9 options. So you can really kind of, and distorting it, it just makes it look a little more organic compared to like the standard embroidery kind of look. It looks more like I would have done it, like free motion. So let's move over to the machine. I stitched this out just before we started the live stream, and this icon right here is how you take a stamped image. So when I click on that, I can actually increase the distance of it. I like to increase the distance just because if you are rehooping this after you've like sewn all of your quilt blocks together, it just means you don't have to get it as perfectly spot on as you typically
So when you
would.
increase the distance, are you increasing the distance away from
Yes,
the design?
that is correct.
And this works identically on the Luminaire,
Yes.
just with, you know,
Yeah.
slightly different
And they
colors.
also have this feature on the Stellar and the Altair and the Meridian and the Destiny and the Dream Machine, except for the distortion, which I'm going to show you. So I'm going to add, because I'm not going to actually quilt this on here. I'm going to go to IQ, and I'm going to take a picture. So right up here at the top, there's my little fern. I'm going to do an image scan because I'm not digitizing anything. Can they hear me? Am I talking loud?
Yeah, you're talking.
Okay.
The microphone's on the GoPro.
Okay, so now it is taking a picture of our snowflake that we just stitched out. And I just have batting and fabric in this. I don't have any stabilizer, and our little snowflake stitched out beautifully. Okay, so we can see the image here, right up here at the top. I can increase or decrease how vibrant that background is showing. So now I'm going to go into my shapes and grab my little stamped image, which is this little icon up at the top. Touch my little snowflake. And there it is. It's placed right on top of, because I haven't rehooped it. But if you did rehoop it, you might have to go in and rotate it or move it around. Now I'm going to go back into my shapes and grab my hoop size, which is the 10 5/8 by 10 5/8. And what's nice about this on the Luminaire and Solaris is that the box that I just set doesn't actually create a stitch line, which is awesome. Because on the Dream Machine and the Destiny, it does. So now we're gonna go into our fills, and on the Luminaire 2 we have a total of 42 different fills, if I'm not mistaken. Look at all these fun fills. Yep, 42. So I'm gonna pick the one that looks like these little bubbles and press OK. And I'm gonna have it be a light blue. Since we're working on a black background, it'll be able to see a little bit better. I'm gonna grab my paint bucket and fill. Ta-da! So, in theory, I could just leave it like this and quilt it just like this. And maybe I should make it a little bit darker so you can see. Maybe I'll just leave it red. Okay, so I could leave it just like this. But we have the feature with the Luminaire 2 and the Solaris 2 to go in and distort it. So it's this icon right here, the one with the little pebbles. So you'll notice this is new. So if you have the original Solaris or Luminaire, or even the Solaris or Luminaire with the first upgrade, you don't have this option. So if I go to 1, there's 1A, so I'm going to press OK so you can see. It's just going to be slightly distorted compared to the original. The circles aren't as perfect.
Pebble look.
It's like little pebbles. I'm going to go back here and go to B. and it's going to be a little more distorted, but just in a different way. So how I see it is that this is almost like pulling it over, whereas before each individual one was slightly distorted. And then if I go over to C, it's going to be a little bit different. So each one of these is going to be just slightly different, and they also stitch out slightly different. So
now, can you, if
distorted,
you're using the random shift like that, can you use these other portions of distortion?
Yeah, definitely. So I could make it bigger if I wanted to. So then it's a little more airy. And then I could also change the degree of rotation. I don't know how much it'll affect this particular design because it's pretty symmetrical.
Well, maybe
across.
it'll just kind of create the offset, right? Oh, that's cool.
And then we can go in and we can even turn this up to 3 on C and see how that looks. See, that looks like something that I'd probably do because I'm like far
like
from...
now we're pebbles to river rock,
yes.
right?
And then down here, I love this feature. So instead of it stitching over itself 3 times to give it a heavier, more embroidered look, you can have it stitch over itself once like it does with the stippling. So then it truly does look more like free motion. The only time it's going to stitch over itself a second time is when it's trying to move to another pebble to stitch out. So I'm going to switch that from the triple to the single thickness. And then press set. Oh, it has to load. And then I'm going to press set. And okay. So, there it is. If we were to go in and stitch this out, it would take about 22 minutes. So we won't stitch it out today. But I thought that was a really cool way to quilt. And quilting is so exciting now because you can do it on your embroidery
Like
machine.
quilt embroidery, right? Like that's
It's
a new word
exciting.
from this year.
It is so exciting, and there's so much cool stuff that you can do with it. And there was 42 different options, and then you have a total of 9 different distortions you can use for each one of those options.
It's total custom.
Yes,
almost.
and then changing
like
the size of
everyone's
it.
unique.
It's incredible.
So as Shauna was saying on that one, the distortion feature is unique to the Luminaire and the
Yes.
Solaris, and the upgraded Luminaires and Solaris,
Yes.
or Luminaire and Solaris 2s. That said, and I'm just going to kind of make people aware, I was able to order, and this is kind of a crazy scenario, but I was able to order one Destiny 2.
Whoa.
And one Destiny from Baby Lock. So
ordered
Baby
them?
Lock, Baby Lock sent out a note that they had a handful of open box items. So I was
That's
able
really
to get
cool.
a Destiny 1 with an upgrade and a Destiny 2. What makes these unique is, you know, they were used at the Tacony Achievement Center. But what makes this a unique scenario is while the machines are open box, they will come with full factory warranty, and
That's
they're
amazing.
essentially sold as new
That
machines.
is amazing.
And I got a pretty amazing deal on them. So, what, you know, we've always had the Stellaire and the Altair. The Destinies that and the Dream Machines that have come into the store, I don't think have lasted
No,
in the
they go
store for
so
longer than
fast.
like 48 or 72 hours.
They go
Like,
really, really
I
fast.
get them. Like, I've been selling them before we even have a chance to service them. So a couple of them have been so new, we haven't serviced them. We've just given the customer a free service to use it at the time of their choosing. Most of them come in, sell, I put them through service, and they pick them up the next day.
So crazy.
These are completely serviced and repackaged by Baby Lock. So they're essentially ready
Like
to
brand
go
new. That's
in the
awesome.
box. So I believe those are arriving today. At least that's what FedEx is telling us.
It's like Christmas.
But for people that have been really excited but haven't been ready to upgrade or make the investment in the Luminaire, the Solaris, which I also have crazy deals on, but those are coming. I believe
That's so exciting.
even if you watch this from out of state, I can ship them to you. So it's a unique
Sweet.
scenario because it's no longer a priced item from
Yeah.
Baby Lock. So I would confirm that before I ship it. I'm not going to jeopardize my store, but
That's so exciting.
I think
exciting.
it's kind of a crazy deal. Like when I found out they were available, there were 6 or 8 of them available, and I was able to get 2 of them. So So, why did quilting go on all sides of the snowflakes when you put the square around it?
So, Donnie, what I did is when I took that stamped image, that protected the snowflake from getting quilted on. And then when I set the 10 5/8 by 10 5/8 hoop,
it filled the hoop.
Yes, it filled the negative space. So the space in between the snowflake and that hoop, and if I didn't set that hoop, it would have filled the entire screen. And then when I brought it to embroidery, it would tell me to change to a larger hoop. So that's why we had to set that hoop size before we added the quilting.
So,
we have 3 of these in stock, and Jeannie has ordered them.
There's like 8 or 9 more coming.
So, the first 3, you will get your notification today that they're ready to be picked up.
And they are available. They're on the site right now.
They are on
that
the
was
site.
one
Yeah,
of the
they're on
questions
the
we had
promotions
earlier.
page. So, and then the rest have been ordered. So
Perfect.
the rest will be a special order.
Perfect. So, I think is that it for today?
That's everything.
That's everything.
There is some new classes up on the calendar, so I would check it out. So Jeannie's placemat class is up. There's a 'Tis the Season tabletop stand, and in that class we're going to be focusing on doing the larger version of. Did I bring it over? Oh yeah, I did. So this is the mini. I'm still finishing up the large. You can still do the class if you have. This is like the standard size. I don't know why I called it a mini. I guess compared to the large version, it is the mini.
It's the smaller of the two.
It's the smaller of the two. We're going to be sizing this up to fit in the 9.5 by 14. But if you have a 5 by 7, or excuse me, like a 6 by 10 hoop, you can still do this class and learn how to work with balsa foam, applique, do an in the hoop project, because when you're done, you literally flip this inside out and it's
How many
done.
spots are left in that class?
I just put it up today.
Oh, okay, perfect. So it's open.
It's open. And Michelle has her figgy pudding bow class is completely full, and I think that's awesome because it's been so popular. That's her So Fabulous Gifts. I wonder if she's gonna do another one.
So yes, Shirley, the deal of the day is up. It was that storage bag
Yes.
for the scan and cut items at 25% off
Yes.
today.
Today
Elle,
only.
given that you're new to the live stream, we do a daily deal Tuesday through Friday, or most Fridays. Sometimes we don't. We do a giveaway on Fridays. Normally we give away an excellent prize to one of our viewers on Fridays. It's worth watching the live stream every day. If you can always watch it later to see what our deals are, etc. Yesterday, Jeannie and I were joking this morning that I was like just about to say, hey, and remind folks, we've heard from a lot of customers that people have made the hard decision not to be doing a family Thanksgiving. You guys have been incredibly supportive of us through this whole time. And so we're going to do the live stream on Thursday morning with our family and you guys. Just a way for us to say thank you to you guys. We always have a good time with the live stream, and we hope that you guys do too. So I don't know if you guys are
The class is already
interested.
full. Which class is already full?
Which
placemat
class,
class?
Anna? So,
That'd be crazy because I put like 20 spots on there.
it may be possible for us to do more than what the spots are there, but we'll look at it, Anna. If that is the class that you're talking about. But so anyways, we will be joining you guys. I need to convince these guys, if they don't already have plans at 9:30, to join us
We
via
have no
Zoom.
plans at 9:30.
So,
we will be Zooming with you.
I think we'll bring our shop family to yours on Thursday and just have kind of fun
Yeah.
live
that'd be
stream,
so
whatever.
fun.
I heard it's supposed to be cold. Maybe we'll be burning a fire. Who knows?
Oh, that'd be so
So, in any case, we need to get to work. 'Tis the season
I will
tabletop
go in there
display.
and see
We'll
why it's
figure
not
that out,
shipping. Thank
Anna,
you, Anna.
and we'll get that fixed. We love you guys.
Love you.
And if Jeannie was here, she'd tell you to be creative and make something awesome.
Yes.
And we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.